It's a he said, it's a she said kind of love affair.
Is love in the air, or is your relationship on the verge of destruction? Let's talk about it. Sit back,
Relax.
and enjoy your favorite cocktail as we discuss relationships, dating,
Sex.
and love. Love on the rocks, that is.
Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks. Love on the rocks.
Oh yeah, welcome to Love on the Rocks. Hey, it is Roger the Wild Child along with Megan Bennett.
What's
How are
up?
you guys? Hey, what's happening, Meg?
Watching the home run derby.
Are you? And who's winning?
Why you got to put me on the spot like that? I have no idea.
Because I can.
No, I want to say. Oh, what is his name? Ramirez, Jose Ramirez, maybe.
Jose. Okay, all righty. And he's with which
Yeah.
team?
Dodgers.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
Nope, I don't stay on top of all that all the time, so I'm trying to
I
figure
got
out.
to.
Right.
I've got to. Yeah.
Okay. Tonight we got Lydia here with us tonight. Hello, Lydia.
Hi.
How are we
Hi.
doing?
Oh, terrible. I just woke up.
Oh no. You can go
It's
back
past
to
my
bed if you
bedtime.
want.
The show is past my bedtime.
All right, if you want to go to sleep, go for it.
No, I can't fall asleep that fast. I'm one of those people that I'm like the chicken on the rotisserie. I got to keep tossing and turning.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me too.
I wish I
So-
could just put my head down and fall asleep. But
That would be ultimate if I could do that.
right, I need like 3 pills.
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
My cuddle
Mhm.
pillow, a fan
Yeah.
on.
Right?
I'm
Absolutely.
very, very OCD when it comes to sleep.
Me too. Yeah. I have to have my pillows placed a
Got
certain
my
way,
regimen.
the AC on, the fan on, my phone like plugged, my things plugged up neat. Like I'm so OCD about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah,
So-
that kind of ties in with our topic. I mean, it
Does
could, I
It
guess,
could.
I mean,
maybe in certain
anything and
circumstances.
anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, welcome to Love on the Rocks today, guys. We're going to talk about some legal things going on in relationships. It's love and legislation. Different states having some really bizarre laws when it comes to relationships. And Lydia,
Yeah.
this was like, okay, this is my segment. I'm in charge of this episode.
Oh yeah, I came up with this idea like 3 months ago.
Yes, before I decided to take a hiatus on everything.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I always thought like you always see like those random like funny laws that
Mhm.
you're like, oh, that can't be true. Like that's not a law.
Mhm.
But then like you start researching, you're like, there is like a lot of funny like relationship laws across the states and even across
Across the world,
So
right.
I
Yeah.
was like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we did a show on that and like talked about all the stupid, silly little things?
Right.
Yeah.
So
So,
we're-
Crystal sent. Oh, go ahead, Roger.
Okay, no problem. We're definitely gonna go ahead and get into that here momentarily.
Mhm.
But I gotta talk about a personal thing that I dealt with the last week.
Ooh.
I haven't told anybody about this.
Okay. Okay. I was about to say what?
No,
it
no, no, no,
herpes?
no.
Is it
Well, you know the truth. No, I'm just kidding.
It's the
Um,
gift that keeps on giving.
So, yes, last Monday we canceled the show. So because of the hurricane, and I wasn't able, and Rachel hasn't had power on yet. I barely got power just turned on, and it was just a bad day because of the Hurricane Beryl coming in. So, anyways, I started talking to this girl last Monday on I found her on Hinge,
Mhm.
and we were just chatting, and then we ended up talking on the phone for like over an hour.
Okay.
Oh, I don't even talk to people I like for an hour.
I know,
Uh,
right?
So we were just sitting there talking and she is a registered nurse. So she was actually staying at a hotel by where she was working because she lives like an hour and a half away. So
Oh, okay.
anyway, so she was like, all right, let's just go let's meet up. So I went up and we hung out at poolside and we were talking. I hung out there for like a couple hours with her and we were talking and we got along really well. And it just seemed like we were just completely on the same page. So yeah, so it went really well. And then the next couple days, I mean, we were on the phone nonstop, hours on end, just talking to each other and
Oh, sleep on the phone. Oh no, you
on the
hate
phone. We actually met
hang up first.
met up on like me leaving for work and her going to work. So we met up and met up for a few to say hi because she works graveyard and I work day shift. So we did that for a few days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, we went out to watch some live music together and hung out doing that. And then Saturday, we went to a baseball game. We went to a doubleheader baseball game for the AAA team. It was the Sugarland Space Cowboys that are here in Texas.
In
So
this heat,
I know, a doubleheader.
I
yeah,
die.
it was
You're
a
brave.
nighttime game. Yeah, I know. But I mean, Megan, she sits during 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock in the morning at Little League. So you're brave.
Yeah, I am.
Okay. So everything is going really good. Great conversation, great chemistry. I mean, she's a hot little blonde. I mean, you couldn't ask for the better, the full brains and beauty. It
Is
was
she
the
really
whole-
smart?
She is. Yes, she is. She's smart. Smart
got it.
ass.
Oh, she got it.
I got it.
So,
Sorry if you're watching.
So how's it going now?
well, let me tell you. So,
Oh no.
Saturday night, I sat there and we were talking, and I'm like, hey, I think this is cool. We should definitely, what are your thoughts about going into a relationship or whatever? And she's like, we're definitely on the right track and so forth. I'm like, all right, great. So Sunday, I get this text message and I am going to read it to you.
Okay.
Okay. And I said,
Dear Roger, I hate your stinking guts. You are the scum between my toes.
okay, you're close.
Little rascals.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I was like, please
Yep.
tell me that reference did not go over anybody's.
Nope. I got it.
Okay. So I'm
But
going to read this
seriously.
text message and then I'm going to give you my insight and how I responded. And then I want like
Okay.
your guys' feedback. And if you're at home watching, go ahead and throw your comments in on this one.
Yes, please
So
do.
this is keep in mind. Everything was great. Saturday night ended really well. We saw each other Sunday morning. She's like, yeah, let's go ahead and, we definitely
Change
need
our
to hang out
Facebook
again.
statuses.
So anyway, so Sunday afternoon, I get this text. If I am being completely honest, I think you are an amazing man. However, I do think we are at different stages. If you are okay with staying friends, I'm good with that. But I'm working on my bachelor's and then master's as well as working nights. So my time is very limited, I think. So I realize we're at different stages, hence why I started helping pick and pay for some things this weekend. I am definitely not one of those girls that take advantage of a situation, but I did have a good weekend and thank you.
I already know what it is.
Where the
There's
hell
another
did that
guy.
come from?
I don't know. As soon as you read, it immediately, I already know.
What do you know?
It's because so soon after y'all's first date, you approached her about a relationship. I promise you that's probably what scared her away.
No.
You don't think so?
We were both talking about it.
It wasn't even a week.
No, but I'm saying, we were talking about, do we have, do you see this becoming, a relationship thing between
Mhm.
us two? And everything was great. Everything was
Mhm.
great. So this is what I responded. I was a little upset about this. I was like, because it threw me off. I said,
Well, yeah, because if she just spent almost every single day of the week with you,
Right.
spending hours on the phone, now all of a sudden you don't have time.
Right.
Yeah. So I said,
mean,
well,
so it's an excuse for something else.
right.
Mhm.
So I said, well, I'll be honest with you. I'm not happy about this at all. Last night, I asked you about a relationship and you told me we were moving in the right direction. So I don't know what happened between last night and this morning, but I felt a really good connection with you. And honestly, I'm really bummed. And this was her response. True.
I do
And
think you handled that well. That was
Mhm.
okay. And I said, she said, true. And I apologize. However, this could have gone one of two ways. We could have both been miserable last night or enjoyed last night. I chose to enjoy the night just because I don't want a relationship with you was no reason to ruin a good night. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh.
so she lied to your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said my intent was something positive with you, and I honestly would not have wanted to just have a quote unquote good night, thinking there was going to be something more when in fact there wasn't. And she says, okay, I apologize. And this is a big reason why it is hard to be honest with men. Thank you, Roger, and I wish you the best.
Why it's
And
hard
that-
to be honest with men. You lied.
Right. Like,
You weren't honest.
No. You spend hours on end talking to somebody, and this, and there was good chemistry, there was a good connection, and all of a
Mhm.
sudden, light switch. And, we were agreeing on a lot of the same things when it comes to relationships and stuff like that. And I don't know. This is why I friggin' hate dating.
yeah.
Well, did
'Cause
you
you
do
get-
your
you-
meet and greet?
Yeah, we did. We did a meet and greet over by the pool at our hotel.
Yeah, but that's not your usual
That's not
meet
your-
and greet.
right.
That's not
No,
your-
that wa-
that's not your
I-
MO.
Yeah, I know.
See, you fucked yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You would have
so
done your standard meet and greet.
You're
Would have
speed
ended
dating.
a different way.
my speed dating. Yeah, it could have been. Oh my gosh, but
Yeah, I
I
don't know. She's definitely using that as some sort of an excuse for something that she's not being honest about. 100%.
Yeah. And yeah,
Did you guys end up on the kiss cam?
no.
So,
Because I'm like, if y'all ended up on the kiss cam and somebody else she was talking to saw that,
No.
she probably knew she had to end it real quick.
Yeah.
No, we were sitting by the cameraman, but no, we never ended up on a kiss cam.
Oh.
So
Yeah, that's
I
really
mean,
weird. That sucks. I'm sorry.
yeah, and the thing is that here's my biggest thing is you take all the time in the world to invest, in getting to know somebody, right?
Mhm.
For it to just be over one day, just all of a
Right.
sudden the next day, like the night before everything's great, and then all of a sudden you think it's great because apparently she was thinking about this the night before,
Mhm.
and was it Friday night 2 nights ago that she was, but yet she still wanted to hang out and do things. It didn't make any sense. I mean, to me, it was just blown away. It's like, why would you take your time to go and spill your guts about you and your background, your history, to get to know somebody, for it to be
Right.
like,
For her just
no.
to shoot back with that. Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't like the whole, oh, this is why you can't be honest with men thing. But then
Yeah.
all women complain about, oh, men aren't honest with us. They lead us on. Blah, blah,
And then you
blah."
got people like her that aren't honest, that
No.
want to. What is the term I am looking for?
Fuck around and find out.
There we go.
So yeah,
Oh,
so that
man.
was my week. It went from a high to a fucking low,
Right.
and I thought there was chemistry
Understandably.
there. Yeah, I thought there was chemistry. I thought there was a connection,
Mm-hmm.
and apparently not. But
Yeah.
But
There's a
Sorry.
reason. You know?
whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
Right.
So
Yeah.
dating sucks.
It does. It does. It
You know?
does.
especially when you really liked somebody, when you thought like, wow. I mean, because
Right.
I've dated off and on with people, and I'm like, all right, this person's cool, but it was like, it just felt like this was more like a
A
stronger,
chore.
a stronger
Oh,
connection.
you felt this one. Yeah.
I felt this one was like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, this could be a good
Actually something. Right.
something, right?
Yeah.
And you're not phony. And then I'm like, oh, you're just like the rest of the fucking girls that I talk to.
Right.
Let's not lump us all into one thing.
Well, I'm just speaking on, and I know I'm just venting
I
because I'm
know,
frustrated, but yeah, it's like you're looking for something serious, and people that you're talking to are not.
What did she have on her profile?
Yeah. On her Hinge thing.
Like, what do you mean?
Like,
Did it say she was looking for something casual? Was she
or
looking for something
serious, or-
serious?
Serious? Yeah, she's looking for something
So
serious.
she was looking for something serious, but now it's too much.
I don't know.
You might be
You
dodging
dodged a bullet
there.
Yeah, you dodged a bullet.
Apparently I did. So
100%, you dodged a bullet.
So
And at
Most
least it
definitely.
happened before you got seriously emotionally invested.
Exactly.
yeah.
Because that's when it really starts to suck.
Yeah.
100.
I agree 100%. So, anyways, I wanted to talk about that story. And
Do you feel
Want me to
better?
harass her?
do what?
Nothing.
I said, do you feel better? She's ready to go. We'll make fake Instagrams.
We'll harass her.
No, I'm not going to play that game. I'm not going to be
I'm
that shallow.
kidding.
I know, but no, you're not actually, Megan. You would do it.
I mean, I would do it just to give me something to do.
I know it would. Absolutely.
With all the
it
best
would.
intentions. I would be nice about it.
All right, so let's get to our topic today. It's called Across the State Line, Love and Legislation. So the problem, or what you find, is that these states come up with these whacked out laws. And it's like, where do they come up with these things?
Mm-hmm.
So Lydia, I'm going to let you take the driver's seat on this one.
Woohoo.
Woohoo!
Terrible driver. So 2 marriage laws from olden times in Massachusetts.
Mhm.
Back in the day.
So in the Cape Cod town of Truro, I don't know how to
I
spell
don't
it.
know.
I don't know how to pronounce that. But it says it also could have been Eastham. Like, obviously lines have changed, I guess, as far as
Right.
Providence is.
Mhm.
Men could not marry until they could prove themselves manly by shooting either 6 blackbirds or 3 crows.
What?
Dude, the dudes today would be fucked.
Apparently
They
at the
would be
time,
gone.
the birds were a nuisance, devouring a portion of the community's crops. So they probably put the law in, being like, hey, you want to get married? Like, take care of these guys.
Right. That's crazy.
How did they come up with the number of crows?
No idea.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Because 7 would have been too many and 5 is not enough.
Right. You gotta kill 6.
And then in Salem,
Oregon?
no, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Salem, Massachusetts. Okay.
I started off by saying 2 places in Massachusetts.
Okay.
Just
yes,
like
yes.
a man, he doesn't listen.
Just like
Wow. Okay. All right.
He would not be shooting any crows.
a man. No.
So in Salem, married couples could not be naked in a rented room. So I guess if you wanted to fully get it on your wedding night, you could
Not in
not.
Salem.
You'd have to be at your own home.
Yep. Not in
What are
Salem,
they gonna do
Massachusetts.
if you don't? I mean, if you aren't.
How are they gonna know?
What are
Right?
these people gonna do?
There's
I-
people looking in the blinds. Oh,
I know,
I see all of them.
Are they gonna come and knock on your door every night and be like, "Hey, just wanted to glance in and check, make sure you weren't fornicating"?
Right.
That's crazy to me.
Hmm.
Mhm.
I read one earlier on that list that Crystal sent out, and I could not help but laugh so hard. Like when I saw it, where'd it go? Well, for never mind. I'm gonna leave that one out because I know she's probably watching. Oh my God, where did it go? Something about a woman had to get her husband's permission before she could get
False teeth.
yes, false teeth.
Oh,
I-
yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
I was gonna
I
read
was
that one
like,
first.
what? I can't even find
And
it
that was
now.
from the 1800s.
Was it from that? That's what I was trying to see when it was from.
1863.
Okay.
Are they still upholding that law now?
It
no.
says, although the law is still on the books, it's quite obviously no longer enforced.
But it's still a law.
It's
Yeah.
still a law. Wow.
So I guess like if a husband was real vindictive,
He could definitely like, I guess,
Yeah.
do something with it. But
What do they do? Sit around having beers and writing up laws and getting them passed?
well, no, I think it was so it said that so obviously back in the mid to late 1800s,
mhm.
the men are the ones that are providing for everything, and the
Mhm.
woman had put in for the false teeth at the dentist, and her husband refused to pay.
Hmm.
So
Oh.
from then on, it had to be approved by the husband first,
Okay.
so that
Gotcha.
they were guaranteed payment.
Right.
So that is how that one ended up into law. Why the birds in Massachusetts, I have no idea.
There's a
So-
silly law in Georgia that you can't.
Is there?
Yeah, like you can't put a donkey in a bathtub.
I love those things.
I know it's not a relationship, but it could be because a donkey. But
You're getting
you're not
asked
supposed
one
to-
way or
you're-
another.
You're not allowed.
Right?
Yeah, you're not allowed to have an ass or a donkey in a bathtub in Georgia.
Damn.
Yeah. I just
So-
wonder, like, who comes up with these?
Right.
What are their penalties or
Smoking the devil's lettuce, probably.
like what do they do to these people when they're
I would think,
caught
and I have no
fornicating?
idea if this is true. I would think that some of these went into law because probably somebody of prominence at the
Mhm.
time,
Mhm.
something happened to them and they were able to get it
Yeah.
put on the books. That's
Yeah.
just a theory. I have no idea if that's absolutely
It's
true.
a good one. It's a
but-
good one.
You
Yeah.
know, sometimes I am smart. Sometimes.
All right. What
Yeah.
other laws do we got going on?
In South Carolina,
Mm-mm.
it is illegal for a male over the age of 16. So if he's 15, it's okay. To deceptively seduce an unmarried woman with a promise of marriage. This offense is a misdemeanor and punishable up to 1 year in jail or a fine to be determined by a court.
Okay, repeat that one more time.
So it is illegal for a male over 16 to deceptively seduce an unmarried woman with a promise of marriage. So basically that relationship that just didn't happen, like had she really pursued you and said she wanted to get married and then
Mhm.
took it off the table, could have gone to jail.
Could have gone to jail for that one.
I mean, if she was
That's
a male
nuts to
over
me.
16, but
But
Yeah,
you can
it
do it
is.
if you're 15 or 13 or
right? That's
like
that's why I had to throw it in there. Like
Because they're not
15 is
mature
totally
enough yet
fine.
to know the difference, I guess.
yeah.
And it doesn't say when this law. It doesn't say like a time for this one.
Okay.
So
Mm-hmm.
Right.
you know,
That is so weird.
Yeah.
That's so weird. And there's so many countries even to this day like around the world that have laws like these that are still like in
Mhm.
place. And it's mind-boggling to me. Like a year in jail for a 16-year-old or an 18 or 35, whatever. I,
You said
Yeah.
you'd marry me.
I'm speechless. Like
You're
that's
going to
just,
jail, dude. Come on.
yeah, yeah.
Marrying
That's
somebody.
crazy.
So
Too funny.
now this is in 2 states, in Colorado and Delaware.
Okay.
Okay.
Getting married on a jest or a dare is grounds for an annulment. Which, yeah,
Right.
that's good.
Mhm.
The person that probably formed that law was like, I just instantly got the idea they probably moved from Colorado to Delaware because how can that, you know what I'm saying? Like, how can that law be in 2 separate states so far apart? And then, you know what I'm talking about? Like, you get what I'm
Well,
saying?
it goes on to say that while those 2 states prohibit, like there's an actual statute of law prohibiting it, there's other states have case law. So for those who are not up on their legal terms,
Right.
case law has already been precedented in the courts. So a lawyer can say, oh, well, based on the decision of this case, you
Right.
have to agree in this favor. So that case laws in several other states. So
Okay.
it's just not an actual law. It's not,
Right.
but
Yeah.
it could easily be taken care of.
Right.
Mhm.
Okay.
Hmm.
I don't know why that just came to my mind. Like, maybe he lived in,
Multiple states or
yeah, and
or
was like, well,
moving
this
from
bitch
one
is
to
not
the
getting
other.
away with her actions. We're gonna make this a
Right.
law right now.
So
So weird.
2 states, M&Ms, Michigan and Mississippi, they still have laws on the books against cohabitation. However, an increasing number of jurisdictions recognize domestic partnerships, providing them rights that they are comparable to those of married couples. So you cannot live in sin in Michigan and
You cannot.
Mississippi.
You cannot.
Can't.
'Cause
Does it say what the like?
nobody's gonna buy the cow when they're getting the milk for free.
Does it say like what the punishment is if you're?
Yeah.
No,
No,
Mm.
does not go into detail.
it's probably like stiff.
Does anybody want to marry their first cousin?
Nah, that's the one I wasn't gonna say because I figured Rachel might, and I don't. wanna
She
get started
actually
on that.
broke up with him.
Is she dating her second cousin now?
I don't know. We'll have to ask her next week when she comes back
Yeah.
on.
I did not know that.
Well,
Yep.
in 2021, there was data collected that first cousins could not marry, cohabitate, or have intercourse in 30 states, which means there's 20 that can.
That can.
Arkansas. Georgia.
No.
It even goes on to specify five of them say it's okay for first cousins to marry if they are beyond their childbearing years, with minimum ages ranging from 50 to 65.
Oh, but if they're 56, or I'm sorry, if they're 66, it can't work. If they're 49, it
Well,
can't
no,
work.
the minimum age. I would also think if it's just based on childbearing years, because we're looking at, like
Yeah.
how incest affects fetuses, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
I would say, like, if you have, like, infertility,
Mm-hmm.
maybe you could, if you really wanted to marry your cousin, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which I don't know why. So I've been watching, like, a lot of stuff about Egypt lately. And they were all marrying themselves back then.
Really?
Oh
Really?
yeah. Like, because I was watching a movie about Cleopatra,
Mm-hmm.
and her whole bloodline, they all married their, like, first cousins and stuff just to keep their bloodline pure as
Mhm.
far as, like, the royalty went. And it really made me think. I was like, if they have been marrying their family for so long, like, were any of that, like, were any of
Right.
them messed up? Like,
Mhm.
Right. Like what is their mental state?
yeah,
Yes.
how inbredness
Inbredness.
were they?
Yeah.
I
I'd be
don't
curious
know.
to know that.
Because then nobody ever
It's
talks
gotta
about it.
be at some point that DNA
Yeah.
is gonna make it like that's not
There's
Alabama.
there's what I can't remember the name. There's like this family in the US, which is the most inbred family
Is it the
in the
Wonderful
Uni
Whites of West Virginia?
I
Do y'all know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't.
Really?
I wish I could remember what it was right now.
No.
But yeah, they're the most inbred family in the United States. They kind of have like their own like compound.
It's gotta be the Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. It's gotta be. Without a doubt. It had there I can only imagine only so much of these types of humans like living on in the US with I mean they're all over the world, but I've heard so much similar things about the Wonderful Whites of
Mhm.
West Virginia. That's a tongue twister. Um
So
So
these
is it a Netflix or a Hulu type thing?
you can
Or
watch it. It might be on Netflix. It might be on like Peacock or
Mm.
if you just search it, it's a series that comes up and it will leave you I don't know how Tiger King like made you feel during COVID, like what
Hmm.
that kind of gave you the impression of, but just take Tiger King and like times it by 30.
I'm never gonna financially recover from this.
And it's insane, but they marry amongst themselves and
Yeah.
they're very they are dumber than bags of dildos. Let's just be honest. They're
Is that a
wow.
phrase?
Bag of
It's mine.
dildos. It's
Yeah.
it's a
It's
Megan
mine.
phrase.
Yeah. I say that way too often. Way too often.
So this is not in the United States, but I figure we can go worldwide.
Right.
Okay, why not? Sure.
Yeah.
State lines, water lines, no big deal.
Right.
Country
Funny-
lines.
Funny
yeah.
is funny,
Exactly.
no matter where it is.
Yes.
In Hong Kong, cheating on your wife has a fatal consequence. A woman is legally allowed to kill her partner for being disloyal. The only requirement is that she does so with her bare hands.
What?
Oh shit, strangulation. I mean,
You got to give it up for Hong Kong.
Yeah, right.
wow. I didn't
That kind of reminds me a little bit of Lorena Bobbitt, right?
Yeah. That's given
Isn't
like
it crazy that he went on to do porn?
Yes.
what?
Yeah,
Y-
he had it
yes.
sewn back on and went on to do porn.
No fucking way.
Yes.
Yeah, fucking way.
Are
Just
you kidding
like
me?
what was
No.
it? The
How does
guy
he do
from
that?
Amy Fisher.
Yeah.
I can't. What was his name?
Joey Buttafuoco or something like that.
Beatifico.
He
Yeah.
he went on to do porn as well.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, and then
What?
Amy Fisher, because like I read up on like her stay in prison,
Uh-huh.
she like was flirting with guards, and I think she did sleep with a guard. Like, so that whole situation. Kristen!
Crystal!
Hi.
There you are. Are you safe now?
Well, the storms here really haven't started yet.
Okay.
I'm downstairs. I got everything ready. I got the crawl space open. All the animals are prepped and ready to go. And I look outside. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna hop on. Just gonna hop on.
Crystal was going to take today off because of the tornadoes are coming in her area.
Yeah, some tornadoes, a derecho, something or other. They're saying like 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Oh,
I'm getting the alerts on my phone, and I'm looking outside. I'm like,
This doesn't match.
Yeah,
I
last
think-
week when there was tornado, because my mom lives in Buffalo, and a tornado touched down in Buffalo, and she was like, "Do you know what to do if there's a tornado?" I'm like, "Go to the basement,
Right.
Kiss and pray.
Oh,
Right?
oh, wait. Didn't we all learn in school? You go into a hallway and
Oh,
you
that's
go
right.
this
You
way?
gotta cover your
And you
head.
put your book over your head, and the teachers are just like,
Yeah.
"Hey, if it hits, it hits. Just cover your head with a book."
Good thing I have quite a library here. I would be fine.
Yeah.
That's also why I'm a little bit more fresh faced than usual because I've been busy prepping for minor disaster and
Yeah.
actually
You
getting ready.
mean you didn't just wake up from a nap
I mean,
and have this
Crystal, real
amazing
quick, what
face?
setting is your audio mic on?
oh, I have no idea.
Okay.
We didn't quite get that far yet today.
You just logged in. You're like, okay, I already got my makeup on. I better log in.
No, I don't even have my makeup on. Like
she
I
does. She's
threw,
not
like-
wearing any makeup.
Oh,
I threw some mascara on, so I didn't at least like scare you guys, and you knew it was really-
Same. Same. I did the
I
same
did
thing.
nothing. So
I have not
don't
put
care
makeup
about
on in
scaring
so
y'all.
long.
I got this
Like-
huge like zit over here that
I got
so
one
keep
right here.
trying to like turn my face this way.
I got a big ass one. That's really what made me do it because I got a big ass zit in the middle of my forehead, and I was like, let me try to just like.
I don't know if y'all can see it, but I have a big old gash on my face right now. Oh
no.
Got covered up. The rest is me. Sorry,
all
guys.
right. So we were talking about stuff going on in the United States. Now we're talking about
We're going
countries.
worldwide.
We're going worldwide now. And Hong Kong, a woman could strangle her husband with her hands and get away with cold-blooded murder if he's cheating on her.
Yeah, but it has to be by your hands only. If it's by a gun or a bow and arrow, or
What about feet? What if he strangled her with her legs?
Bare hands.
I
Or she
mean,
strangled him.
Oh man, so if you don't have arms,
you're fucked.
like can she hire someone to do it?
I don't
Like,
know. That is such a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, if you were gonna do it, wouldn't you want the satisfaction of doing it with your hand? I don't know.
Right.
but
But
if you
what?
don't
She
have
can't
any
shoot her with a
hands-
nub.
Now
Oh, wow.
I have more questions than ever.
Yeah.
And
I
then
need answers.
I love how I'm over here preparing for disaster, and y'all are over here talking about how a woman can strangle her husband. And
We did have you in our hearts, if that
Yeah, we
I
did.
mean, I left you notes.
and we went through
See,
those notes.
That's how much she cares. She's preparing for a tornado and still sends
Yeah,
notes.
I know it.
So
She's
we're
so
Yeah.
dedicated.
prepared.
But like of all the weird stuff I was looking at, I was like, all right, which one of the articles is like the easiest that they're actually going to look at? And by they, I mean like them. Because Lydia, I know that you'll read what I said.
I was actually
actually
going
read
to
it
text you
all.
earlier and be like, "Oh my god, I finally get to use my sites that I had saved."
Yeah, I actually read the whole thing earlier.
I am so proud of you.
I'm on it tonight.
She
on it.
finally
Yeah,
did her
for
homework
Megan.
for a change.
I
Snaps
did.
for me.
Because she'll get on and be
Yeah.
like, oh, I didn't see that in the chat. And I'm like, Megan.
I think normally I send them like research papers, and I know they don't actually read those. I
I'm
know
not
they'll
saying
never get
nothing.
open. Or they might get open. Meg will see the first page and she'll be like, "Ah, I'm good."
The minute.
That's all I need to know.
Yep.
She's like, "This looks."
I'll just look at it
educational."
and browse it over and be like, okay, I got it. I'm not going to page 2. I'm not even making it to all the way down to page 1.
I feel like Crystal will give me the Cliff's notes anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, then we were talking about Lorena Bobbitt and
Yeah, we went off topic.
Did
Yeah,
you
we-
know her husband went
Shocker.
into porn?
What? How?
It
I
was
know.
reattached. It was reattached.
they use super glue.
Now I have so many questions.
Right.
We're gonna be googling that after the show.
All right. So besides Hong Kong, what other laws do we have going on in the world?
All right. Conventionally, romance is a mutual concept, you would think, where equal amount of wooing happens from both parties. But
Not
that's
like Roger.
always- Yeah. Sorry, Raj.
Sorry, that just blurted
Yeah.
out. That was like
Yeah.
word vomit. Sorry.
Yeah, you'll have to watch the beginning of the episode, Crystal, to understand what
up.
we're talking about.
I
Yes.
was like, okay.
Sorry, Lydia. Carry on.
So, but this isn't always the case for couples in the Roma communities across the globe. According to a centuries old tradition. If a man can successfully kidnap a girl and keep her by his side for 3 days, she will then become his wife.
Where is this?
It says in Roma communities across the globe. So I mean, I don't know if this is true. I interpret it as like Romanian gypsies.
Rumney.
Rumney, yeah.
It's Roma.
Yeah, it's
Roma.
Yeah. Roma Rumney. It's the I believe that's gypsy.
Yeah.
That's what
it's
I'm
gotta
thinking.
be. Yeah, it's gotta be.
Because that is I've heard of that before.
Okay.
Not the 3-day thing, but I've heard of
Mhm.
them like whatever.
So now,
Wow.
now to go back on American soil,
Okay.
we'll take it back
Okay.
to the U.S. of A.
All right, let's do it. Let's bring it home.
Anybody else catch that?
It's America, not American. In Cape Cod,
Oh, they have the
Again-
weirdest ones.
again,
I was just about to say, what's up with
birds.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, with
Wait,
the birds. In Cape
weirdest.
Cod, you have to kill blackbirds or a crow before you can marry. I don't know why they're so against crows.
Listen, I love crows. You can gift me a crow. Don't kill it. Like
Right.
I want a crow.
Mhm.
Like if you can befriend a crow, they will bring you shiny presents.
They
And my-
do.
Crystal's gonna
You
be-
train them.
She's gonna have crows tomorrow. She just spoke that shit into existence, y'all. I don't
Yeah.
think
I
y'all
want one
realize
so
that.
bad.
She's
No, you guys don't
they're gonna
understand, like-
flock to her.
I
You're gonna
know that.
scare squirrels and crows in her backyard.
Yeah. Okay, carry on.
So weird side note, because you guys got to side note. I only know that the storm is actually coming because some of my birds are like hiding in their little aviary. My raccoons ran off super fast without like eating their whole dinner. So the animals know something's up.
Yeah, most definitely.
And I'm getting my crow. It's gonna happen.
Yes.
All right.
We're speaking it into existence for you as well.
I love it.
Yes.
But you got to go to Cod and get the crow.
Gotta go
Yeah.
save the crows from Cape Cod.
So in Mississippi, you must not be drunk or an imbecile.
Or a what?
Or an imbecile. Which I think cuts the number in half.
Most definitely. Most
There's
definitely. Too
lots of
funny.
claims that could be made.
And that's in Mississippi?
That is in Mississippi.
They
Now,
got
who
the
gets
weird
to
ones, too.
determine whether or not they're
Right.
imbecile? Like,
Yeah. I mean, is there a test?
Yeah. Because
There's
you're
gotta
going
be
to take
one.
the
That's
imbecile
so
test,
many
and if you
questions.
fail, guess what?
Right.
You get a
They do have
consolation
married, bruh.
prize.
It's like, oh, I have a quiz for you. You're in a blue house with a red roof in a green yard in a one-story house. You've got all that. What color is the second story? And it's like, my brother used to do this to me all the time to make me feel like an imbecile all the time, and I always gave in and didn't catch on to it. But I feel like it's quizzes like that. Makes
sorry,
it
I'm
like
just getting more weather warnings at the moment that I'm ignoring.
You've been wrong all day.
Like, it's not even windy out there yet. They're
So
just
in-
gonna ruin my
that's
good
so
time.
weird.
In Kentucky, land of the fried chicken, they really embrace the third time is the charm. It says
Meaning?
if you have a roller coaster love affair, do not live in Kentucky. In the wonderful bluegrass state, there's a limit to how many times you can marry the same person.
Oh, I'd be out. I'm done.
You cannot
Right
marry
there.
the same person 4 times.
I'm out.
So
3
that's
is
the-
your limit.
So you can marry the same person 3 times.
But
Yeah.
that fourth one, you're done.
Fourth
do
one will
that.
not happen.
You're
Can't do
going to
that.
jail.
Yeah, you're
Third,
going
third
to jail.
time's a charm, and that's it.
Yeah. Wow.
In Kansas, if there's tension between your spouse and your mother, do not live in Kansas. In the sunflower state, I love how each state, I
Yeah.
love the description of each
Yeah.
state. If your spouse isn't nice to your mother, that is not legal grounds for divorce. While we couldn't find any states that do accept this as a valid reason, we're still curious as to how many couples tried to split because of family disputes.
Interesting. Interesting.
I'm really upset because like I had found this really funny one and I had texted Roger about it like the day after I came up with the idea, and it was something about like spinning plates on your wedding day, and now I cannot find that one. So I'm really
Okay,
upset.
so
No.
that does exist. I did come across it at some point.
Okay, yeah. All right.
You're not imagining things.
Okay.
I don't get like I'm checking through my notes now.
Yeah, it's moving in. It's affecting the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, yeah, I'm hearing some noise out there. I'm like, oh, now it's coming.
Yeah.
So if Crystal disappears,
If we lose
just
Crystal,
click your heels 3 times, Crystal.
Right. I left my ruby slippers upstairs. My bad. Oh, there's the lightning. Yeah, my power is going to be going out real soon.
Yeah.
It's all right. We had the hurricane last week, so
Yeah, you know, hurricanes, tornadoes, it's
We'll probably get it next
yeah.
down here.
You,
Honestly.
oh, not I'm not sure if you guys can hear it, but now the thunder's starting.
Oh,
I don't know. I didn't hear it.
It's gonna get fun. Speaking of fun, I don't know what all you guys got to cover before. Sorry, more weather warnings before I was able to pop in. But have you guys talked about getting married on
On a
what?
pagan.
hello.
I think she's gonna say on a dare.
I think she is.
I think that's where she was going.
Yeah.
But she looks beautiful. I like this.
If
still shot of her.
anybody can freeze in a beautiful state, it's
It's her.
Crystal.
It's her. 100%.
Anytime.
She's
We did a
beautiful.
podcast together like a few weeks ago when her internet was really bad and she kept freezing. And I'm just like, I would be like,
Aw. Yeah.
like that would be my freezing face. And then
Yeah.
this
Right.
is hers.
That's hers.
She's got her eyes closed, or looking down, and boom,
Yeah.
snapshot.
So Tennessee, this is not necessarily funny. I think it's legit.
Okay.
Before we share Tennessee's eerily specific marriage law,
Mm-hmm.
please know that we do not condone harming anyone, especially your spouse. If you were to live in Tennessee, reasons for divorce include either party making an attempt on the life of the other. This isn't necessarily shocking. You would be justified to leave someone who committed such an offense, but the law specifically lists poison and no other method as a form and attempt.
Really?
Whoa. I did
That's
not
it?
see
Just
that going
poison?
like that.
Just
No.
poison is the only one.
Okay.
All right.
That's
Which-
really interesting.
That girl is poison.
Poison.
Where's Belle Div DeVoe when you need him?
Right. That's so interesting. Just
Man.
poison.
So man, like the point of like slowly building up, like what is it, like rat poison, arsenic?
Arsenic poison,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Slowly, like just put a little bit in the cereal in the morning.
Or some Visine in your drink. That really does work.
Yeah,
Wait.
Hold on.
I didn't mean to say it like that.
Rewind.
I've never go back. I didn't mean to say it like that. I've never done
I'm
this.
not your lawyer, but I am telling you, do not continue this story.
I'm backtracking. As someone in the ophthalmology field, I do know this to be a fact that Visine will in fact kill.
Ophthalmology field.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna go
Yeah.
with that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I didn't say that.
Montana, you cannot marry without the bride or groom present.
Oh, well.
Well, because if you think about it,
Can we do it on Zoom?
Well, no, what? But really, like, say someone's in the military and they're
Oh, well, yeah.
overseas.
Yeah, that's true.
Montana does not care.
That's true.
Okay.
Okay.
We're back to crows again.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
That is.
Yeah. That's so interesting.
No drunks allowed. Intoxicated weddings are commonplace in the likes of Las Vegas, where the couple most likely wake up a bit worse for wear with only hazy memories of tying the knot in a ring on their finger. However, in Mississippi, which seems to be a recurring state for things,
It does.
a priest will not grant you a marriage license if the register believes either the bride or groom are intoxicated. So don't hit the bottle too early to celebrate.
Right. Okay.
The
But if
circuit,
Vegas, you could be drunk off your ass and
right?
get
Nobody
married.
cares.
Nobody
Elvis
No
will
one
marry
cares.
you.
Yep.
The circuit county clerk may also reject your license if they believe you to be insane.
Insane. in
Georgia
the
population's
membrane.
out. Half
I'm
of our
insane. Got
population.
no brain.
Mm.
So back to worlds going
Okay.
cross.
Mm-hmm.
In the UK, a wedding must take place under a fixed roof. i.e.
No outdoor weddings.
Yep. So a church, of course, plenty of folk risk the rain in an outdoor ceremony, but then must attend a civil induction.
Okay.
All right, guys, follow me inside the hut here. Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah. Crazy.
But now back to the US.
Okay.
Apparently the site listed world, but I guess their definition of world is mostly US.
US. Yeah.
Which, I mean, technically they're right.
True.
Mhm.
True.
In North Carolina, it is illegal by state law to book into a hotel under the illusion that you are a husband and wife when you are in fact deviants. Although
Shit.
interestingly and ironically, a North Carolina will immediately annul a marriage in which the deal isn't sealed, otherwise known as a wet blanket of a wedding night. I don't understand that.
Me neither.
I don't get that. A wet blanket of a wedding
A wet
night?
blanket of a wedding night.
I'm going to have to look that up after.
All right.
I wonder what, I don't know.
So this is a couple, one's from Florida,
Okay. Sunshine State.
right? In Florida, single, divorced, and widowed women cannot parachute on a Sunday afternoon, leaving the skies free for falling for just the married sort.
What?
What the fuck?
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I will say that skydiving is super fun.
Have you done it?
I did. But it was New York State, so I'm covered.
Yeah. Yeah. You're good.
I did go during the week though.
Yeah.
Did you? Okay.
Yes.
You're
I have
definitely
a video of it.
safe. We're gonna have to see that one time.
Yeah, definitely.
I have videos and pictures of it.
Too
Nice.
I used to always.
I
want
will
to,
tell
but I
you,
never
it's not
did.
very flattering because if you have any extra
Your
skin,
skin's
it's
like-
back.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're like, "Oh, lift your head more." And I'm like, "Why?" I'm like,
You want this?
I'm like, I got bat wings are like fully visible, but it was super fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still in Florida, women should get all their plate breaking out of their system before they wed their husband, as after they are legally limited to break only 3 a day. That might have been the one that I texted you about, Roger.
Maybe.
I don't know
Wow.
about y'all. I've never broken a plate on purpose.
I never have either.
And you would
not about
do
to
more than
waste my
3?
dishes on some asshole.
Right? Opa.
Like, not at all. Much less 3 a day.
Right? That'd be very expensive to
God,
replace.
that's too expensive.
This one was really funny. Back to Tennessee. If your marriage is not working out, the man can escape almost entirely scot-free, assuming he is happy to leave his wife 10 pounds of dried beans, 5 pounds of dried apples, a side of meat, any meat, and ample yarn to knit herself stockings for a year. So, I mean, at least she's well fed
Yes.
and warm, but she's single.
Don't worry about the alimony, but I'm going to make sure you have some food.
Right. That's so interesting to me. That's so interesting. Like, how do these people know if you break 4 plates a day or it's 9 pounds of beans and not 10?
How would
What are
they
they going
know?
to do? I know, like, what are they going to do? How do they know?
In Montana.
She was pissed off at me and she broke 4 plates.
Right.
No, but it was 3. No, it was 4. I saw it with my own
2.5. It was a small plate. It
was a
count.
small plate. It was a
the
saucer.
side plate, right? It's the one the teacup sits on. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
These are too funny.
Montana.
It's such a great topic.
In the heat of Los Angeles, a man is legally obliged to beat his wife with a leather strap as long as it is 2 inches wide or less. If he wishes to beat her with anything larger, he must first gain her written consent.
Oh, what the shit? What the hell kind of
Well,
stuff
there
is
goes
that?
the bedroom fun.
Yeah.
I immediately think of BDSM, like,
right?
Yeah, let me just write you out this letter real quick that it's okay to whoop my ass with
which
a
I mean,
4-inch belt.
technically,
You're in the heat of the moment and you're like, time out. What?
Hold your anger. Sign this right now.
Sign it right now. Here you go. Here's a pen and paper. What are you doing? I'm hard. I don't care. Sign it.
So to back
Oh
over
my
the
God.
seas in India, perspective specifically Bihar state in India,
Mhm.
prospective wealthy grooms can be kidnapped by a poorer bride's family and forced into wedlock at gunpoint. Gives a whole new meaning to a shotgun wedding.
It really does.
Jesus, yeah.
Yes. Wow.
In Africa, it has a rather maniacal sounding law that states a woman must stay married until her wedding dress has worn out. Now, I don't know about anybody that's been married, but
I'd be going and rolling in the mud.
I see a lot of wedding dresses for sale on Facebook Marketplace.
I see a lot of
Right?
ruin my wedding dress photography shoots
Yeah.
on Facebook.
Right?
Which I love that idea.
I love the divorce party ones.
Yes, those
Mhm.
are amazing. Yeah.
It says, fortunately, a clause states that after a month of misery, doesn't matter what month, could be the first month, 10 months down the road,
Right.
20 years down the road.
Right.
She is free to rip it up and escape.
Wow.
wedlock.
Okay. And these get kind of brutal.
Yeah, they
Right?
do.
Dang.
Oh, I just heard sirens going off. Are we getting hit with weather?
Uh-oh.
Let me look at my radar because now you
Right?
got me wondering, like, what?
What is
it
going
really
on
as
over here?
bad? Like,
Yeah, I hear the siren.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's loud.
All right.
oh, I
Final
hear it
law.
now.
What was it? I think it was in Montana. You can get married by proxy of two friends.
Okay,
So if neither of you are able to attend the ceremony,
they can stand
your
in.
your friends can step in for you.
Okay, well, that's
Okay.
kind of cool.
I'm sorry, but if I'm going to get married,
Wouldn't it be funny if they fell in love and they wanted to get
Yeah.
married? So then they would have their friends step in to get married for them.
Right, right.
Man, I wish I could find that one about spinning plates.
yeah.
I'll have to find the text I sent
Mhm.
Roger. I don't text you a lot, so it should pop up.
Well, this has been a really good topic this week.
It was. It was a lot of. It was
was.
a lot of fun. It was just
It was.
just a little twist, not what we normally discuss, but it was.
Right. It was a nice.
You gotta break it up every once in a while.
Oh, yeah.
exactly. Yeah, it was a nice break from our normal.
Exactly.
Gotta
For
have a little
sure.
fun with it every once in a while.
Absolutely.
So,
I wish I
Well-
could find that text.
love and legislation, different laws, different states, different countries. Apparently, we went overseas and talked about some crazy, bizarre laws there.
Yeah.
But just be happy that
Laws
for the most
aren't they're still there, but they're not
enforced.
implemented. Yes,
Yes.
enforced.
Don't go
Exactly.
shooting crows.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Breaking 3-4 plates.
Don't be
You
doing
know,
that.
Unlike TLC and Chasing Waterfalls.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. We will be back next week with another exciting episode, another great topic. Any suggestions? Feel free to message our Love on the Rocks Facebook page if you have any topics that you would like us to gather and discuss. And make sure you guys are sharing the episode, share the love, and let everybody know what a great show we have here.
We really do.
We do.
We do.
So,
It's gotta be on Facebook.
yeah, our show's on Facebook.
No, what I texted you.
All righty.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
I
Oh,
found
it was the three plates.
Plates.
Okay.
Breaking in a day in Florida.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Darn, I really thought like if somebody was spinning plates.
Right.
Mhm.
Can't be a clown.
That'd been interesting.
Mhm.
But yeah, now we know a little bit about
More.
getting married in other
Yes.
states. And surprisingly, 20 states that you can marry your first cousin.
All right. Well, we'll make sure we let Rachel know those.
And
states.
obviously in Texas.
That I specifically looked that one up for
Did
her.
you?
I did.
That was I
That
know
point-
it's illegal
that-
here.
That point is mute now
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
until she finds another.
Cousin.
It'll be never mind.
We love you, Rachel.
We do love you, Rachel.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for tuning in. You guys have a great night.